I've decided to make a top 10 characters list for the current meta of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I put a lot of time and effort into deciding who I think should make the list, so it would mean the world to me if you could leave a like on the video and maybe comment who you think the top 10 characters are at this point in time. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, at number 10 we have Wolf. Wolf is incredible. He has everything. He doesn't have a super good recovery, but he's a little more explosive than the other top tiers because he has things like Fair Bear Flash, Fair Bear for killing, F tilt, his consistent neutral. Literally, the main issues with Wolf is his recovery, which is scary to deal with. His out of shield option isn't great from space moves, but if you don't space aerials on his shield, he can footstool up B you out of shield, which is really strong. He has a ton of damage. He has great throws, great throw combos, great combos in general. He constantly is just dealing 40 or 50% to you, not from random straight hits like random nairs, random fairs. His tech chasing is really good. The character is just really strong overall, in my opinion. Not really anything to say about that. He's broken. At number 9, we have Roy. Roy has seen a bit of a rise in popularity lately when it comes to the competitive scene. We've got crazy good players like Cola, Goblin, Mugen, and I think even Riddles has a pretty solid Roy that he was using for a while. But yeah, this character is just absolutely insane. Kind of like Wolf, he lacks a bit in the recovery department, but really excels everywhere else. Super strong and fast aerials. Jab back air is a kill confirm at percents it really shouldn't be a kill confirm at. Side B and F smash are quick options that can bag some early kills. Roy really just gets to set the pace of the game however he sees fit, and it's crazy difficult to deal with. But yeah, it's for that reason that I think Roy is probably the 9th best character in the game, and the 2nd best Fire Emblem character in the game. At number 8 is Bilith. This one's a bit of a left field pick, I'll admit, but please hear me out before you start rioting in the comments. Bilith was coined the name the Distance Demon when he joined the Ultimate roster at the end of the first Fighters Pass, and honestly, in my opinion, that name just couldn't be more true. Bilith has incredibly long-ranged attacks like his forward air, back air, his F smash that he used to poke and play at the perfect distance. His nair is a decently quick option that leads into a lot of his moves like dash attack and sometimes even forward air off stage. Of course, I can't really talk about Bilith without bringing up the best player in Smash Ultimate, which is of course Leo. MK Leo has just been terrorizing the competitive scene for what feels like a very long time now. He comfortably sits at the top of Ultimate's rankings, and I just don't really see how that's possible to do with a character that isn't top 10. But anyways, moving on to number 7, we all know he'd make the list. Of course, it's Pikachu. I'll try to get Pikachu's section done with as quickly as possible because we all know why Pikachu's a top 10 character. But yeah, his hurtbox shifting and pancaking is so incredibly difficult to try and deal with. Any character that doesn't reliably hit low to the ground is going to have a hard time consistently winning neutral. And his combo game and recovery are among the best in the entire roster. His T-Jolt makes it super hard to approach. Honestly, this character is struggling in almost no areas with no flaws whatsoever. So for that reason, I have him at number 7. And at number 6, we have Pichu. When you hear the name Pichu, I guarantee the first thing that comes to your mind is that unbelievably powerful F tilt of his. Upon Ultimate's release, it was clear that with a move like that, this character would be nothing short of one of the very best there ever was. Seeing very few nerfs throughout his lifespan in Ultimate, this little yellow rat is feared by every single competitive player in the scene. Countless top players and Smash tubers have put this character towards the top of their tier list, sometimes even at number 1, and I have a feeling that won't change anytime soon. For number 5, we have the menace known as Meta Knight. For what feels like over a decade, there have been countless outcries from the community to get this character banned in competitive play. Regardless, he is still used in tournaments to this day. Meta Knight Shuttle Loop is hands down one of the best moves in the game. It's invincible at startup, is a good out of shield option, can even be fast fall auto cancelled. Meta Knight's only, and I mean only, weakness is his lack of a projectile. This sort of leads to only counterplay to being a barrage of projectiles thrown his way in hopes he doesn't get a lead at any point in the game. We've seen this character run the top level of this game time and time again, and until the community finally makes the decision to ban him, he will sit happily in the top 5 of this list. Speaking of ban, at number 4, we have Steve. Steve has completely ruined the meta of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Despite the community screaming at their local TOs to remove this character, he is still seen at every major Smash tournament this year. Players like Yanni, Jake, Akola, Didi, Ant Venom, and so many others are rising up the rankings with this blocky brawler. Steve has absurd combos, absurd camping tools, a command grab projectile, Don't know why that exists. Like, there really isn't anything this character doesn't have. This is why I believe we need to ban the 4th best character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But the top 3 are fine. Now, the top 3. These remaining characters are pretty much unanimously agreed upon to be the best in the game, but I'll go ahead and give you my explanations on them anyways. The order I place them in might differ from where others usually tend to place them, but just bear with me. But yeah, let's get to it. At number 3, we have Decidueye. Decidueye is a very, very solid pick when it comes to the meta right now. Whenever I play Decidueye, I tend to go with a Spirit Shackle Leaf Storm setup, but I can honestly see a lot of potential in like a Razor Leaf Shadow Sneak setup. Decidueye's main issue comes with his lack of mobility options, so it's highly recommended you run a build with like an eject button for this character. Spirit Shackle and his Unite moves though make him a prime choice for stealing objectives, so he's definitely a great go-to in that regard. In my opinion, he's a great option for a 1-1-3 team composition and Masters at the jungle position. If you use him in that way, you can shred through bot lane and take down some of the bulkier characters that are often seen in higher ranks at the bottom lane. But yeah, that's why I think Decidueye is easily a top 3 character in this meta. For the 2nd best character in the game, I'm gonna have to go with the Imposter. There's not really too much for me to touch on here, but I'll try my best to run through it really quickly. The Imposter has great combo potential, as we all know, with tools such as his down B, back air, and cargo throws. Cargo throw is so incredibly strong, seeing as he is one of the only characters in the game who can move while grabbing his opponent. The literal only other character capable of doing something like this is Donkey Kong. But overall, this character makes up for his huge, large, and thick frame by having incredible burst options and solid early kill confirms. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I found it incredibly hard trying to decide on the best character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I did tons of research trying to come to a conclusion. I did countless VOD reviews, labbing, Metafy sessions, until I finally thought of the perfect way to reach this decision. I traveled to one of the brightest sections of the internet, a place where everyone exists in harmony, and nothing but respect and truth is spewed from its inhabitants. I went to Reddit. And once I got to Reddit, I found it. I found the best character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I found the character that runs the competitive meta. I found the truth. The strongest character in the game is none other than Super Mario. Because, I don't know, he can jump high.
Let's go! It's me, Mario! Okie dokie!